Are there any original ideas left? Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie cliches everybody hates. For this list, we're looking at movie tropes that are either overdone or just plain unrealistic. Number 10. Love at First Sight. This one checks both boxes. It's both overdone and unrealistic. We've been seeing couples fall in love at first sight in movies for as long as anyone can remember, and it never gets any more believable.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm great.
It's shocking how quickly two characters are willing to completely derail their lives over someone they barely know, but it just keeps happening.
It's you.
It's me.
Then there are the extreme cases like Romeo and Juliet, where two young people choose to end their lives over a person they've only spent a couple of days with. Tragic? Of course. But yikes, don't try that one at home, or anywhere else for that matter. Number 9. Exposition overload. What's the first thing you learn in any writing class? Show, don't tell. And yet some screenwriters seem to have missed that oh-so-important lesson.
Norman Bates no longer exists. He only half existed to begin with. And now, the other half has taken over.
We get it. When you're writing a script for a sci-fi movie, it can be tough to figure out how to explain the intricacies of the world you're creating for your audience.
This fossilized tree sap, which we call amber, waited for millions of years with the mosquito inside until Jurassic Park scientists came along.
But there's gotta be a better way than the info dumps that take place either at the beginning or end of movies. Some movies have tried to come up with creative ways to shoehorn in their exposition, but they're taking a risk it's gonna flop.
You still don't understand what you're dealing with, do you? Perfect organism. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility.
Number 8. Bad guys having terrible aim.
Where's Dr. Evil, huh? Where is he? There's the bastard.
Why is it that the villains in movies and their lackeys are always so incompetent?
Of destruction beginning in
Shoot him! Shoot him!
10, 9, 8, 7.
There have been countless fight scenes in cinema where the heroes manage to shoot with laser-sharp accuracy, and yet the bad guys can't get a single successful shot in. The most egregious example of this is, of course, the stormtroopers from the Star Wars universe. Their aim is so historically terrible that they even made fun of it on The Mandalorian. Here's the real question, though. Are the bad guys unrealistically bad, or are the good guys unrealistically good? Number 7. Hurting female characters to get to the hero.
Get down.
This cliche is so overdone, it even has its own name. Fridging is when a female character is either killed or injured by the villain in an attempt to set the hero's action into motion.
Where is the ether?
I'll never tell you.
I believe you.
Not only is this trope so prevalent it's gotten quite tired, it's also offensive in that it reduces female characters to plot devices who don't have any agency of their own.
Your boyfriend's got a big mouth.
I know. Big temper, too.
People have become aware of the problematic aspects of this narrative device, and yet still it keeps happening in modern movies. Number 6. Dressing up for the crisis. Here's a sexist trope if ever we've heard one. As improbable as it sounds, women in movies always manage to be well-groomed no matter what sort of apocalyptic situation they find themselves in.
All I could think of was, what are the odds? Another marriageable woman to bring home to the folks.
Men end up with scruffy beards, but somehow women find the time and resources to shave their legs and armpits. Sometimes they even manage to do their hair and makeup, rarely dropping so much as an ounce of sweat along the way. And don't even get us started on the whole running in heels thing.
Hey, where are you?
I need you to open Paddock 9.
Number 5, the white savior. Hollywood needs more diversity. There's no question about that.
Do you have any place to stay tonight? Don't you dare lie to me.
However, it's one thing to cast primarily white actors in your movie. It's quite another when white people are inserted into a situation where they're supposedly the only ones who can help a marginalized community. This exists on a large scale in movies like Avatar, where white people come in to save a native population.
I want to show her perspective, so people might understand what it's like from your side.
But it also exists on a more micro level in movies like The Help, where a white person is shown as the only one who can give voice to the struggles of African Americans.
Judges over 2 counties signed our books, all for you and me.
Number 4, the villain wanted to be caught.
Could you please just give me a minute?
Some of the cliches on our list have essentially been around since the beginning of cinema, but this one in particular seems to have become increasingly popular in recent years.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you where they are. Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose.
Maybe you were surprised the first time you saw a movie where the villain revealed they actually intended to be captured all along in order to enact the next step in their master plan.
If it's all the same to you, I'll have that drink now.
But this trope has been used to death now, and it no longer feels like the satisfying plot twist that screenwriters seem to think it is.
Are you surprised?
Not particularly, but then you always wear a slippery one.
Number 3, the Superhuman Hero. We get it, movies aren't supposed to be based in reality. That's what makes them fun. But at a certain point, we have to question how our favorite protagonists can survive just about anything without any serious or permanent bodily consequences.
You're late.
I'm sorry.
Not only do they manage to survive attacks and accidents that would obviously kill a mere mortal, they also seem to have a magically short recovery time for the injuries they do incur.
I'll fetch the surgeon, Will.
Roland, you're the surgeon now.
Hollywood definitely gives us an unrealistic idea about exactly what the human body can take. Number 2, the ugly woman.
Do I look nice? It's my first party dress.
You look lovely.
By now, we've seen this trope in so many movies, it's become comedic.
Where is the beautiful girl?
My granddaughter, Amelia.
Hollywood never seems to hire actually unattractive women to play major roles in films.
Gonna take this and give you
a princess.
So what we get instead are actresses who are obviously beautiful, disguised as ugly girls.
Better. Much better.
They often wear glasses and dress in unflattering clothing as a thin veneer over their clear good looks.
This particular coif doesn't really go with your face shape.
What do you have in mind?
Then, we're supposed to be surprised when they get contacts and put on a skimpy dress, and ta-da, they're gorgeous. Not only is this trope overdone, it's also dangerous because it gives us an unrealistic idea of what actual normal people look like. You know, just because a movie adheres to some of these tropes doesn't mean it's a bad movie, especially if they were the one to make it a cliche in the first place. But if today's movies feature any of these, well, we'll let you decide if that's lazy storytelling or not. I think we can all agree about the number 1 movie cliche everybody hates, so let's go through some dishonorable mentions and then we'll see what it is. Convenient sheet placement.
Okay, I'm gonna head out.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Oh.
Why don't you stay over?
Yes, no.
Broken mirror equals lost identity. Only pregnant women vomit. All heroes are orphans.
They're the worst sort of muggles imaginable. They really are.
The only family he has.
This boy will be famous.
Hanging up without saying goodbye.
Find another DOP or find yourself another job.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The villain wasting time explaining his elaborate plan.
Welcome, young Skywalker.
This happens so often, it had to be our number 1 pick. Villains in movies always seem to squander their opportunity to finally kill the hero when they have them in their clutches.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Why? Because they can't help but explain their master plan.
The hate is swelling in you now. Take your Jedi weapon.
They also might take this time to gloat over their victory, thinking that the battle's already won. Of course, this gives the good guys a chance to escape, be rescued, or deliver a final blow to the villain.
For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee.
How come they haven't learned by now to just kill their enemies while they can, rather than wasting time talking to them?
Why don't you just kill him?
No, Scott, I have an even better idea. I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.